We're at this interesting point in the last leg of the federal election campaign when it looks like pretty much any result could happen. Well, not quite. In fact, a lot of people are ruling out majorities. The numbers do not suggest that anybody will get a majority government, not Justin Trudeau, not Andrew Scheer. So it looks like we're in a situation where we'll have a Liberal minority, in which Justin Trudeau remains Prime Minister, and a Conservative minority, in which Justin Trudeau remains Prime Minister. No, I didn't misspeak. Yeah, that's actually what we're hearing right now from a whole lot of voices, particularly some of the people at the top. NDP leader Jagmeet Singh musing, although he's since walked back, the idea that if Andrew Scheer wins the most number of seats under the Conservative banner, then Jagmeet Singh will form a coalition with Justin Trudeau to block that from happening, to thwart Andrew Scheer from becoming Prime Minister. Can you do that? Is that legal? Is that even a thing? Now, we have this sort of thing happen a lot. We have a lot of majority governments, but we do have parties like the NDP prop up minority governments. We saw it happen with Paul Martin recently. We saw it happen for a couple terms with Stephen Harper, where they don't have enough to have a majority, so they get support from another party like the NDP to pass their main confidence motions, their throne speech, their budget bills, and so forth. But what we don't have is a case where you go and you use a coalition to thwart the person who did get the most seats from forming power. Those examples I just gave, the Paul Martin case, the Stephen Harper case, they did win the most number of seats. They won a plurality. They just didn't get a majority. In fact, the situation that Jagmeet Singh is proposing, it's only been done once before, about 100 years ago. In most cases in the past century, well, every case except that one example, when there has been a situation where there's a prime minister in office and then there's an election and that prime minister finds that they no longer have the most seats, that somebody else has more seats than them, they resign. That's what Paul Martin did back when he lost to Stephen Harper. That's what Pierre Elliott Trudeau did when he lost to Joe Clark. Now, I'm already hearing a lot of chatter out there where people say, no, it's perfectly fine for Justin Trudeau to remain as Prime Minister, even if he only gets the second most number of seats, because the rules actually say that in that case, the Prime Minister has the ability to go to the Governor General and say, oh, hold on, I still got this. I can still command the confidence of the House. I can still have a majority because, hey, I got my friend Jagmeet Singh with me and he's going to vote for it. Now, that is true. Academics, experts, they'll say, yes, that is the way the system can work. But here's the thing. It's not the way the system has worked. And it's not the way most Canadians think the system works. So what does that mean? Does that just mean that people have been misinformed, that they haven't been spending enough time in civics class dusting off the rule books and learning about the nuances of it? No. It's a little thing called tradition. It's a little thing called, this is how we've agreed we're going to do things for the past century. So it's very troubling right now to hear Justin Trudeau, who back in 2015 told Peter Mansbridge, the party that gets the most amount of seats gets to govern.
Is your belief that whatever party has the most number of seats has the right to try to govern at that point?
Yes, that's the way it's always been. Whoever commands the most seats gets the first shot at governing.
That's not always the way it's been.
It's troubling to hear that this same individual, I mean, we're hearing it from Jagmeet Singh, we're not hearing it from Justin Trudeau, but we're hearing it from the circle, the media circle, various people in political circles saying, oh no, it's perfectly fine if this happens. Look, just because something can be done, just because you're allowed to do it, just because it's legal, doesn't mean you should. It doesn't mean it's right.